These are the reasons why Bitcoin is pumping today. We have Ethena, we have a long that I jumped in, and maybe that's why also we're looking at some key levels and what is going to happen next with the Bitcoin charts. Also, what is happening with the ETF flows? The ETF flows just opened minutes ago, and we already have the data from that. And what the heck is the eclipse going to do? Let's discover crypto.
Capital flight is coming to the United States. The dollar is going to zero.
And that's what makes Bitcoin so special.
You have to have gone through a couple cycles to understand.
Once the price is able to clear this level, the breakout is on its way.
This is your indication to jump in now.
All right, hit that like button if you're ready to burn your retinas from staring at the green candles. You thought I was going to say the eclipse, didn't you? Didn't you, chat? Didn't you? Well, Bitcoin is moving on up. We are in a long right now. Let's just go ahead and share the screen. Maybe I should have took some profit around 72,500. But right now, yeah, we're riding it well. We, went ahead, got this breakout. So we're up, a few steak dinners right there, but we're going to be continuing to monitor this one because Bitcoin is now up 3.2% on the 24-hour, 3.1. Ethereum breaking out even harder. It is up 6.8%. I wish I would have opened along on that. We have Solana. Solana is just kind of trading sideways, actually down a little bit. A lot of people are upset with a congested network. No one uses Solana. Why does no one use Solana? Because everyone's using it and it's congested. And so Solana's down slightly. We have Doge is also flat as it can be. XRP outpumping Solana. XRP is up 2%. Cardano also up 2%. I've seen a lot of people saying it is dead, and then the community, they are upset. Folks, we're going to talk about some Cardano wins in a little bit. We called out a winner, put it in the video, and it's just been performing fantastically. Shiba Inu is down, even though, Doge is kind of flat here. Polkadot is up a little bit. We're about to make a Polkadot video on ATB. Near Protocol also doing well. Let's look at the big winners. Let's look at the big losers, everybody. I heard a little secret. A little bird chirped in my ear and said, if you hit the like button, you will guarantee that your portfolio will match the biggest gainers. Look at Neo. Nick, what are your thoughts on Neo pumping 33%?
That's a blast from the past, right?
Old token right there. Yeah.
Old school. I mean, I like it. I think, you're mentioning Polkadot. I think Polkadot's also going to see another nice little pump too. But yeah, Neo is like the way to move money
just
on.
A little bit there. Yeah, look at that just that parabolic move up there. Yeah, that thing is just moving on up. That is,
it's like they took the Viagra and it finally kicked in 45 minutes later.
Yeah,
that's what that chart tells me.
Yeah, that is the green laser straight to the heavens right there. Yeah, it's basically, accounting for the entire pump that we're seeing right there. But if we hit max, you see a little bit of a different story. If we hit market cap there,
Not bad. That's not bad.
You know what? Go ahead and take your victory lap. There's a lot of old holders, that got in above $100. And you know what? Let's just have them have this little $5 pump. It's okay. It's okay. So go ahead and take that victory there. All right. What else do we have pumping? We have Dog with Hat. It is still down for the week, but it's up 13%.
And Dog with Hat needs a good pump after that embarrassing video you showed us last Friday of the concert of them doing the whiff dance or whatever.
You know what? I don't say that was embarrassing. I say that guy was living his best life. I actually tweeted about it. I used to go to dubstep festivals, okay? That's where you see peak cringe, where you just kind of have like, what was it, the fentanyl shuffle? What do we call that dance?
No, that was MDMA.
That was
I don't know what it was. What's the other one? Ketamine, maybe he's on some ketamine.
Special
there.
K dance. Yeah.
All right. Well, there's going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot of people doing that dance during the eclipse.
Chat, tell us your favorite party drug.
You're going to do that dance during the eclipse.
Did Eclipse token drop yet?
Apparently, it got rugged.
Oh,
Someone
for sure.
said it got rugged.
Wow, before the eclipse actually took place?
Yeah.
That's just messed up, dude. Those devs are dicks.
Imagine thinking, you're going to buy an eclipse meme token. You bought it last night. Imagine thinking, oh, it's going to peak during the eclipse. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Before it does it, they're like, psych. I don't know. What was the states that got rugged because it's raining today?
Yeah, I saw
that. So you
that.
can't even see the solar eclipse.
Imagine traveling. You got your Airbnb 2 years in advance. You planned, you got your glasses, you got your snacks, you got your lawn chairs. And then all of a sudden it rains. So yeah, we hopefully if you are in the path, you got a good view. Don't look with your bare eyeballs.
What's
you know?
the Z stand for in your name?
Squint if you're going to look.
We have 510 saying dubs up. That's what the D stands for in DZ. What's the Z stand for?
Z jobs, but you know, if you don't know, if you got to ask what a Z job is, you know,
I think we got to get back to the charts.
All right, back to the charts. Axie Infinity is moving as well.
What?
We have that thing is up 6.8%. Beam is moving on up as well. You know, Beam is one we're saying, you know, hey, maybe looks like it's starting to look a little oversold, so maybe that thing's turning around. Let's look at the biggest losers, okay? The biggest losers of the day, not your cornea that you're going to burn. No, the biggest loser of the day is Flare. Flare is down. Wormhole is down. Core is down, but Core's up, you know, tremendously as well. Shiba. But other than that, yeah, the markets are looking pretty green. Chat, are you any good trades? Who's in some good trades right now? I'm going to keep checking in on this one. We got to, yeah, this thing is starting to move down, man. I might have to go ahead and move this stop loss and to take profit there. But let's see. Some people got some ideas on why Bitcoin is moving. This was from last night. This kind of telegraphed it right here. This is HODL 15 Capital. They're really, really good with the ETF flows, but they're also really good with some Bitcoin order book information. No sell wall, less than 1,000 Bitcoin. On Coinbase, this is just Coinbase, no sell wall all the way up to $75,000. I see that. I want to leave the long open right there. Here's a couple of good tweets. Week just began. This is our breaking news. And it looks like we already have some pretty good inflows. We got some good trading volume. IBIT, the BlackRock Bitcoin ETF, is the number 3 of all ETFs today.
What?
And so I think part of it is Wall Street. They don't care what happened on Thursday with Bitcoin's price. They don't care about what happened Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They care about, okay, it's Monday morning. You know, I drank my coffee. It's 10 a.m. I'm in the office. I pull open my phone while I'm on the crapper. Oh, Bitcoin's bullish. All right, you know, I feel bullish about it. They're going to have a short attention span. So you know what? We're coming in with a bullish Sunday night, bullish Monday morning. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the theme for the entire week when it comes to Bitcoin ETFs. Also, one more thing with Bitcoin. A lot of people are saying the pump is due to the Ethena stablecoin. It looks like they bought over $500 million Bitcoin as collateral. I know there's some reports saying they're planning to. Then there's you know, some screenshots here. Looks like they have some on Binance and OKX. $500 million Bitcoin buy from Ethena. Nick, is this reminding you of Terra Luna, or does this makes you feel like it's a little different since it's backed by different assets?
I feel better about it.
I feel better. What about you, Josh? Are you feeling similarities to Terra Luna? Are you feeling this is pretty unique and pretty different?
For which
Athena compared to Terra Luna? Because you know you have this USDE giving you really good yield.
I'm pulling up like the M2 money supply, so I needed to be refreshed right there. But you know, I couldn't tell you. How can we even predict that? I mean, in the sense that did they launch at a much higher valuation than they should traditionally be valued at? I would say yes, but that's 99% of crypto. So, you know, and to the response of, I haven't done a deep dive into the project yet, other than like the Twitter space and everything that they were getting fudded on because they couldn't answer a lot of their questions. Then I was like thinking about it more as like, okay, yeah, it could be, there could be things that we need to look into, but it also might have been his first time on stage in front of that many people. And like, you know, I remember when I was like nervous the first time. So I don't know. I couldn't give you guys like a direct insight on it. I don't think though it is the next Lunaterra. I will say that much.
Yeah. Now their USD stablecoin, I'm sorry, UST. Their UST was backed by Terra, whereas this one is backed by a consortium of different assets like Bitcoin and Ethereum. So it is a little bit different. That one was, the protocol's value was derived from its ecosystem, and the ecosystem was backed by the protocol. So it's like a weird kind of loop there. This has Bitcoin, this has Ethereum, so it is a little bit different. Also, they just got a lot of DAI stablecoin. Now, Morgan Powell has a question for you, $2 super chat.
Thank you.
What do you think about this one, Josh? Better 10x chance, render or stacks?
Stacks for sure.
For sure.
Stacks, I would have to say. And that's probably being a little bit biased, but yeah, I think the AI and the that entire sector hype isn't going to be, I think that trend's kind of the past. I think Bitcoin layer 2s are kind of really that next big thing, which we've been discussing. Ords is up to 20 cents. LFG is up 500% this month in anticipation of Rune's protocol, which is another project right here actually I have on the screen that a lot of you guys got into. So shout out to anybody that's in the Discord that got into LFG here. We called it at roughly 2 cents almost a month ago. It's up 500%, 557% to the day on this month. Is down a little bit. It peaked at roughly 700% gainer on the portfolio here. And let me actually zoom out just a little bit more so you guys can see the chart a little bit better. But this is going to have some massive airdrops. So you can see that over the last month, that's an old chart, didn't even exist there. Had a very successful launch. And now I'm going to be dropping an airdrop video tonight on this channel on how to be able to get how to participate in some of the first Runes launches. So in that question, Render versus Stacks, I think Bitcoin Layer 2's Runes protocol is just getting started. I think Render can still perform well, maybe see a 3-4x in a parabolic rally, but I am on the side of Stacks on this one. So
CMG, the mint burn protocol in Luna was good until it wasn't. That's happens a lot of times. The music stops playing and then everybody's scrambling for the remaining chairs. It's like the Titanic. But speaking of scrambling, the elites are scrambling to shut down Elon Musk. I saw this article. We're going to just kind of cover it real quickly. Elon Musk investigated over fake news and obstruction in Brazil after Supreme Court order. And so the Supreme Court justice in Brazil, have you seen this guy, Nick? This guy right here.
Oh, yeah.
He has some very interesting Charles Schwab style outfits there. But yeah, in the decision here is crusading Supreme Court justice included Musk as a target in an investigation over fake news and opened a separate investigation late Sunday into Elon for alleged obstruction. They know that Musk began waging a public disinformation campaign regarding the top court's actions, and that Musk continued the following day. I don't know if we have the photos, but I meant to say that's one of the other reasons we're seeing a Bitcoin pump real quick. It could be the Hong Kong ETF news. A lot of people are bullish on that. The new investigation will look into whether Musk is engaged in obstruction in a criminal organization and incitement. Michael Schellenberger saying Brazil is on the brink. He's reporting to you from Brazil, where a dramatic series of events are underway. As of yesterday, just over the weekend here, formerly known as Twitter, announced that the court has forced to block certain popular accounts in Brazil. I have the real reason why they're shutting this down. They had a media blackout in Brazil over governmental protests. What was the one site where you could see the videos?
X.
And
TikTok.
And so X was highlighting growing unrest in their civil population. Giant protests in Brazil. Didn't see it on Facebook. You didn't see it on their main media. You didn't see it on any state media, but you did see it on Elon Musk's platform there. So after that, they are coming to shut him down. Well, I don't know, Josh, what do you think? I do like Schellenberger. This is a little bit long. I don't know if we want to go into the whole thing there.
I mean, I did want to cover because you briefly touched on the multiple Chinese institutions, right?
Yeah.
So
Part of the reasons why we're seeing a pump here today.
Breaking news article from 4 hours ago. Multiple Chinese institutions to launch Bitcoin ETFs in Hong Kong. This includes Harvest Fund, $238 billion, and China Southern Fund, $284 billion. So I'm going to be 100% agreeing with you in the sense that I don't think Ethena buying 500 million worth of Bitcoin is the big mover behind this, even though users want to claim that. I believe it's the anticipation of all of these institutional flows coming back into the market, which is why we're seeing ETFs and everything print today. It is bullish.
Yeah. And speaking of bullish, we're always bullish on code. Code is law. Code is free speech. And look at this guy's outfit real quick. Now, language, we're not going to say the words out loud there. Cover the kid's eyeballs there. This is the guy fighting free speech, dressed like a comically over-the-top Bond villain from like a 60s movie, 70s movie. Then here you have AI Elon saying GFY. But yeah, look at this outfit. This is the guy trying to increase censorship.
Are those his judges' robes?
I want to know how he has the Beyonce flair, like with wind machines. What's going on here?
If this is normal judges' robes, then this is kind of smooth brain. But if this is his going out gear, that is the biggest red flag of all time.
Honestly,
it's what he wears to the coffee shop.
I think we should bring back capes.
Yeah.
Or cloaks. I think, I don't know. That looks kind of sick. I'm not going to lie. Imagine that guy just pulls up to your party. That guy knows some shit.
I mean, it looks like 10 of him like swarm on someone on stage, and then they swarm away, and the person disappeared. And you're like, wait, what
bro,
happened?
definitely could have lightning come out of his hands.
Can he
trained under Palpatine?
Yeah, he trained under Emperor Palpatine. I don't know. The dude could do a backflip like 400 feet in the air.
Yeah, that's not creepy at all. The guy in black. All right, now I have another reason why Bitcoin is pumping. This is just a good video on how to plan the market right quick. This is going to be a Bitcoin hodler versus a Bitcoin trader. And if you're not using stop losses, if you're not looking at the charts, if you're just trying to like throw darts against a wall and see how they're going to do, you're probably going to lose your money. Meanwhile, if you do okay, hey, there's good ways to make money, especially, shouting out to Blofin right there. Low leverage. But this is just kind of encapsulates hodlers versus traders, 10, 15 seconds. Boom. Look at that. All you got to do is hodl. If you just hodled from January last year, you're up 400% almost. But no. Yeah. And then that's what happens when you really, really try there. I thought that was a really good one there. Now, do you have anything in the charts for the people here before we get into Cardano news?
So there is some things we need to watch out for. So, of course, right now we have a massive, massive upside in the green. Obviously, we pumped from $68,000 all the way up to $72K. We are now in the teens for the upside on the windshield wiper method. So if you guys are new to the channel, all you guys need to know, guys, is very simple. Don't get confused when you're watching this. You want to buy when there's blood in the streets. So you want to buy when there's red, right? You want to take profits in the green if you are a day trader. Now, at this point, we are at a range that I would want to see a bit of a pullback to retest some ranges and wipe out some of those long positions. We are just massively overbought to the upside. So right now we are looking at a new imbalance that was created at $68,750. I don't know if we'll come back to this range, but generally when we see these yellow bars, guys, chat, like all you need to know is this is a magnet. This is a support or resistance level. So if it's below us, it's support. If it's above us, it's resistance. So there is a small chance here that before we get up to that upside, we do retest this $68,750 level. Now, what I want to point out here is I do have to pull up TradingView. Let me go and click off this and refresh the free version because I don't remember my password to get back in here. We've been playing out this pattern here where we were like, guys, we're breaking this bullish pennant. It was looking more bullish than ever. We had this, remember, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 breakout pattern taking place that we kept talking about over the last week. And we finally broke out of it. So coming back down and retesting this bullish pennant is something that very well could happen. And it could fill that UFA right here, that EI, that imbalance in this market. So will we come to that, that low? Maybe, maybe not. But right now, markets are more bullish than bearish. And we see that on the liquidations. So the last chart here I want to show you guys is the heat map. The brighter the color, okay, so you see this bright yellow area? The brighter the color, the more money is within that range. And so we are slowly coming up, and you can see that there's about just as much color above us towards $80,000 now. We've been waiting for this range to be broken. We came up to the 73,000, which we mentioned last Friday on stream. And once we break through that, Easy talked about it a little bit earlier in this episode, which was a sell wall. There is virtually no Bitcoin in between $75K and $80,000. So if we do see that retest and it is bullish, we are pushing up this 80K zone here very, very soon.
Someone go wake up Mr. 100.
Oh, yeah. He needs to go buy heavily right now. But I'm not going to say it's going to be up only to the right there because we do have the windshield wiper method, and I do want to see some of these positions liquidate.
What was that test to the downside? You said 68. What was the dollar amount?
68,750. And I went
68,750. Share my chart real quick now. This is the breakout we've been tracking since last week. No, we drew this line now. We did the breakout. If it does go up, it's going to look really good. But do be warned. Wait, let me go ahead. Doobie. If we go a little bit below just to retest, to shake out some people, and then we go up to the bounce, you said 68,750. Yeah. This goes to 68,000, and look at that, 883, 600, basically 750. So,
and I'm by 250, so it could be 68,800.
I wouldn't be surprised if we kind of just test a little bit. That's 750 right there. Looks like, wow, we're really, really in line on that. So I wouldn't be surprised. Just a little bit of a retest, and then boom, off to the races.
So what's that level right there? Because I could pull up the
68,750, like pretty much on the dot. Yeah, look at that, 753.
That to me goes, it's kind of like your CME futures. Like you just usually see that gap get filled. And so I would say that is significant support. And this is looking incredibly bullish for the future and longevity of these markets. Guys. I'm excited.
I'll be looking to open a long if we go test that. I'm in a long already. What did I get in at?
We need to get some W's in the chat too. I see someone right here. Where'd it go? I'm up over 400% on Arrow. Would it be smart to convert my initial investment over to Link? So of course, we're not financial advisors. Personally, I take initials out when I see like a 2 or 3x. I've taken my initials out, and if not, even some profit, right? I'm letting the rest ride. But that's of course entirely up to you. I recommend everybody reads the book Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham and chapter 8, because that will have kind of I'm 26 with no debt. Some people are 17 and have no risk. Like they could just put all of their money into these markets, and some people have 40,000 in student loans. So it's really up to you on a case by case basis here. We have but we need some W's. I want to see chat hyped up because we have Arrow, we have Velodrome, which both absolutely took off. FFM starting to gain some steam. LFG up 400%. Ords is up almost 300% since its bottom at 6 cents and is up about 100% since it's 13 cents. Every single call right now, guys, we've been telling you day by day, stream after stream, that this was a bullish pedant, that there was a lot more activity in these markets going to push us up to that upside in anticipation for that Bitcoin halving. So I want to see the ones in the chat for anybody that's up in profits right now. And shout out to all of you guys that have been kind of following us on this journey. It's been a great time before this Bitcoin halving, and it's coming 10 days from now.
And speaking on this journey, let's do some Cardano stuff. I do want to pull up, we're kind of fused the charts in Cardano. This is the Cardano Bitcoin dominance pair. So it looks a little bit scary for the Cardano community. This is a long-term trend line. This first touch is all the way back in October 2017. When you see the top right there, that is the $3 mark that they hit in September 21. And right now, Cardano is testing some lows. So we go down to the 4 hour. You can see we have broken below support, went up a little bit, maybe trying to reclaim that area, and then just failed to do so. So I will say this is typically when you see a little bit of a bounce from Cardano. If we go, this is a tweet I did, and then I did a video on this. So I made a video out of this. I think it went out, Friday? Right? Friday? Is that when that went out? Cardano is a great ecosystem with solid projects. A lot of you saw this tweet. We kind of highlighted it. I told you folks I'm going to make a video on it. The very first project that I look at is World Mobile Token. A World Mobile Token has just been parabolic lately. This is the 1 month. Look at that, everybody. We got in Friday. I can't recall when exactly. We've been talking about this coin for a long time. And so a lot of people were able to get in around 2 cents. Right now, looking around 4 cents. So it's just been doing incredibly. So I just want to give a shout out to that on Cardano. Let's talk about some real quick whale stuff, and then we'll get into some meme coin plays, everybody. We have some old Bitcoin whales waking up. 10-year slumber. We're going to see more and more of this as we get into a new all-time high. It's going to be 10-year-old Bitcoin. Now, can this continue to 2032, 2028? Can it continue multiple cycles? And will it still matter as much back then or in the future then? What do you guys think? When we see 20-year-old Bitcoin whale wakes up, is that going to start dumping markets? Or, I mean, it's just something to be expected forever.
Well, I mean, it's a great question. I think it's just to be expected forever. Because at this point, institutions are here, and there's going to be so many portfolios that have just as much Bitcoin, if not way more Bitcoin than these OGs. So I'm going to be looking at like, man, they're finally taking profit, because if they've held for 20 years and haven't taken a single dime of profit, they're up 1,000,000%. So it's not me going to be like, oh, this is bearish. It's actually better and healthier for the markets, especially if they are so magnificent in size, because the less amount of Bitcoin on exchanges, which is where we're heading right now, there's lower supply, more demand. We're going to need it anyways. So I've studied this. I could say this from the multiple cycles I've been in this market. Every person that comes in the crypto, they think they become a genius at one point, very, very early on in their crypto cycle careers, where they go, I'm going to track these Bitcoin whales wallets, because if they sell, I'm going to sell. And if they buy, I'm going to buy. But then you realize like it's almost very insufficient, because they could be wash trading. They could be selling at a loss. They could be doing all these things that you have no idea that don't matter. They could be taking out loans. They could be not caring that they're selling at a loss because they're up 4,000,000%, and they wanted to buy a Rolls Royce. Like I don't know, right? Yeah. So that's kind of where I stand.
Also, OTC deals, maybe they're putting it in different parts of the crypto ecosystem. Sell some Bitcoin to buy some Ethereum, buy some Solana, buy some Cardano. Someone had a good question. Scotty with the $5 super chat. Hey guys, how much Bitcoin was available on exchanges pre-halving last cycle compared to this one? Yeah, I actually covered this in depth on Friday's live stream. We looked at how basically most bear markets, exchanges accumulate more Bitcoin and then they run out during the bull market. This last bear market, exchanges did not accumulate. So we're going to be, we have much less Bitcoin than we did prior cycles. But yeah, I go really, really deep into it on Friday's stream if you want to watch that. Here we have just a fun little aside here. Fort Knox, fortified vault building operated by the Treasury, stores half of the country's gold reserves. They now have 4,580 tons of gold. Wow. We're 330 billion here.
Go proof.
Let me see it on chain. Nick, what's your thoughts about Fort Knox?
I don't care.
Don't care. Yeah.
Like it was cool to talk about, is there gold in Fort Knox? But like at this point, like
Who knows?
The whole financial system's a scam. Like, who cares?
like this cool like photoshopped image of a helicopter flying over some cool building.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, man, it's a whole bunch of shiny metal in there, though.
I want to see chat. Yes or no? Do they have the amount of gold that they claim to have in that vault? Or
Ooh,
no?
now that's a conspiracy.
Yes or no?
Man, that'd be.
I don't know. The Pentagon
knows?
can't pass an audit. So I don't know. You know, we're just trusting them. Like, sure. You know.
But speaking about storing massive amounts of wealth, Marathon wallets with over $1 billion in Bitcoin got identified. $1.1 billion has been traced as we get closer to the ETF. Looks like they've summed up to around 23 of them, generated revenue of $387 million. So now that this has been identified, we can kind of watch this and see a little bit more selling activity from the miners as we get closer and closer to the halving, because the halving is really, really close. Mike Alfred did a little bit of research here, analysis of the fundamentals and technicals, and determined that Bitcoin has approximately $11,000 worth of downside and $250,000 of upside in the next 9 to 12 months. Asymmetry rarely seen in financial history. I would strongly disagree with this. I think we could dump a lot more than $11,000. What is he smoking that Bitcoin can only crash 11K? It can fall a lot more.
How
than that.
dare he? How dare he only think it could fall $11,000? Looks like chat agrees. No to the gold in there.
All right.
But we have,
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Old Starf are empty inside. Fool's gold bricks. All right. There's one person saying the vaults are not empty. But
Well,
is it
I
full
don't think
all the
they're
way?
empty. I just don't know if they have as much as they claim. That's what I'm saying. Like, are you allowed in there, DZ? Can you
I'm
go
not
check for
allowed
me?
in there. I tried.
No. Oh, but they'll send us a photo.
Yeah.
You know.
I think they may be full of Hunter Biden laptops.
Oh, that one's a good one. That
all
one's a
right.
good
And
one.
his sister's diary too.
It's just a gallery for the elites of just like everybody. It's like all of Epstein Island's like artwork.
It's where they store the owl statue for that one place.
Yeah, we're going down conspiracy
Guys,
lane. But either way,
not on Eclipse Day, okay?
Wait.
All right, this the
How
is
do you
there
know
like weird
Shane?
rituals?
No, it's why I feel weird. I feel like I know everything.
The birds are gonna start flying upside down, and no.
I walked
All right.
outside today, and the birds were like, "We're watching you." I was like,
and we got the cicadas. You know what I mean? Like, who knows?
Two
man?
broods at once.
I'm old enough to remember the first cicada apocalypse.
Yeah.
What was it 30 years ago or something like that? There
Yeah.
was a lot of them.
Isn't
it wasn't that big
it's
a deal
this
though.
year, right? That like both cicada breeds are like coming alive at the same moment this year.
It's
So
a
it's gonna be like
brood.
There's a worse thing in the 90s where it was like
There
I
was,
think
yeah.
like even more breeds, but there's like trillions. $20 from Danny Bird. Good morning.
Whoa.
How are y'all doing? Josh, where'd you get that imbalance sheet?
in balance sheet. Oh, signals here. That is called signals. So if you guys like this, I'm a kid when it comes to charts. I don't like all this astrology stuff when you're on TradingView and they have a million different lines.
Shout out.
Yeah, all the astrolabros are like mad at me, but ultimately, this is super simple. It's called Signals, Signals. So Signals with a C. And yeah, it's very easy to use. It's color coded. So if you prefer like finger painting and painting between the lines, this is for you. It's much easier to read the markets. This is a major support level. This is a minor support level, right? So the lighter the color or the purples are minor and the yellows are darks. Very simple. Very, very simple.
Well, we were looking at the charts in the beginning of the show. You saw that ETH was out pumping Bitcoin. If you look at all the news over the weekend, ETH is looking bearish, and I think that's part of the reason why we're starting to see a little bit of reversal. Maybe ETH is going to start reclaiming some of that dominance from Bitcoin. It was facing a crucial support zone, is still trending down, and now you can see it is kind of reversed. This was from yesterday, 23 hours ago. ETH took the memo and said, you know what? I can start out pumping Bitcoin here. ETH and Polygon attract the majority of new users.
Yeah.
Is it because Solana has been down lately? Do you guys think that has anything to do with it? It's been congested. I don't know if you guys have tried to interact with Solana. I had 4 out of 5 transactions fail on Friday.
They need to get their shit together ASAP. This is not good for Solana.
Cicadas are creepypasta. A lot of people have strong cicadas supposed to come out once every 16. Yeah, cicadas, it's a little bit weird. You emerge like some sort of weird vampire. It's a vampire
And
insect.
they have red eyes.
They do have red eyes?
They have red eyes, yeah. If you pull up a picture of a cicada, let's all go down this rabbit hole. And not the Reddit path of the cicada 321 or whatever it was.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that is an evil looking critter right there.
That's They're big. They're very
It looks
docile.
like a fly with a really big body.
It's like a fly on bath salts.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's on Crocodile?
Like your average
Crocodile,
Floridian.
Crocodile? Yeah, it's on like that weird flesh-eating stuff. All right, back to some ETH and some altcoin stuff. Well, ETH restaking hype is real. Eigenlayer looks like it's doing pretty well. 300K ETH now staked and restaked across SW ETH and RSW ETH. That's a swell.
These are the Johnny stories, right?
Yeah, these are all Johnny's like little deep DeFi. I thought I deleted all of them. A couple slept through. Base is taking a lot of attention right now from Solana. A lot of people are saying, you know, this is kind of the vibes of Solana are happening on Base right now. Josh, would you agree with that assessment? Have the vibes left Solana and are they emerging on Base?
They should leave Solana. I think some are emerging on Base. I think most will emerge on Runes Protocol. I keep calling Runes Protocol the Solana of Bitcoin. You have your Bitcoin maxis backing it. You have stories like this one where Marathon Digital is coming out and we see now all of their wallets being identified with over $1 billion worth of Bitcoin. Maxis want altcoins to develop on top of Bitcoin. You have Marathon Digital is launching, not only do they hold $1 billion worth of Bitcoin, they're launching layer 2s and sidechains on top of Bitcoin. So Runes Protocol, I think you're going to see a lot of that Solana ecosystem just jump over. It's the most secure network on the planet because you have Bitcoin, of course. The transactions are going to be fast. It's going to be not as cheap, but I think it's still going to be accessible. So I think Base and layer 2s right there.
And you have those ordinal protocols. You know, sometimes they'll do it as a special event, like a giant ordinal. You know, we put Doom, the video game, on it, or we put like this really intricate artwork on there. And then you'll see, oh yeah, that costs $200,000 in fees to mine. You'll reach out to a Marathon. That's kind of one of their business models. They'll go ahead and they'll mine that for you. You know, work with that team. So yeah, they're deep in. They're like degens almost. A publicly traded degens. Bitcoin degen.
And now they own the infrastructure to all of it. So like, not only are they handling the mempools for the transactions, they get paid off that.
All right. So who's more degen? Is it MicroStrategy or Marathon? I mean, one's just a Chad buying all the Bitcoin. One's like inscribing on the blockchain. They're
I would
both
have to
degen
say
moves.
both because I truly believe Michael Saylor is working on his first layer 2 and his first side chains right now, like as we speak. When he said, the moment he said, we are a Bitcoin development company, was the moment I go, okay, they're investing into, they haven't disclosed anything yet, but they have to be developing side chains or layer 2s or some type of DeFi products on top of Bitcoin's network. So I don't know. I think they're both degenerate in that case, but they're also very successful. So it's good type of they're good type of degen.
All right, so let us know your favorite base token. Someone's saying Wolf. We like Aerodrome around here. Toshi's a good one. Roost is a good one as well.
Toshi was such a good call.
Toshi, yeah, we gave Toshi out pretty early. That's Brian Armstrong's cat, and we just saw that Coinbase official social media accounts was interacting with Toshi.
Is Andy on base?
The guy from Toy Story?
No, Andy's like the new brother to Brett. Chat, which one's Andy on? Because I just found out who the founder of that was, and I was shocked. It was because Bitcoin. I didn't know.
It was like that. 5 guys, right? There's 5 token. I don't know.
Yeah, but all like brothers and cousins.
Back to Base here. Base hitting 4 billion total value locked as monthly transactions outstrip Ethereum and Arbitrum. It's the only top 5 ETH layer 2 to see value lock gain over the past 7 days. Everybody else is on the decline. Base is on the upswing here. We keep going here. Just heard now this is nuts. This is nuts. What do you guys think about this? I don't know about this conspiracy theory, but it rings true. Just heard the craziest Solana conspiracy theory. The ETH Foundation is causing congestion to drive traffic to Base. Thoughts?
This absolutely 100% tracks.
I mean, it seems like something very cheap, very effective.
Yeah.
It would be huge upside. You pay some dev, like, all right, here's $1 million in Solana gas. You just go nuts, like 5,000 transactions every 30 seconds on multiple wallets and, you know, all these Solana things and Radium and Jupe, and you just try to break it. Here's $1 million. Why wouldn't they do that?
I'm not arguing they're not. I mean, if you've been in crypto for any amount of time, you would know that those type of things go on. So I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. But I have spoken to plenty of devs that they look at this network. Like devs, guys, you don't even realize developers are on such a higher like time frame than we are. They read code like it's a language. So they will stare at a screen, and there's developers out there that are like top tier hackers that are like, you know, they've hacked 3-letter agencies. They've hacked, like, they know how to get around code. So they easily find these vulnerabilities, and they purposely don't ever expose them because they exploit them. And that is a key difference because they'll make millions of dollars off exploitations while us like retailer have no idea.
Are they elite hackers? Where they like spell it with like 3 as the E?
Maybe.
The 4 is the A, you know?
look, it's very possible.
Well,
It's
we
very
actually
possible.
we have a quote from a Solana dev. So Solana dev actually spoke out about this. Technically, these are not incidents according to the Solana dev's assessment. So this is the assessment right here.
Oh, hang on.
Question, did that happen?
Okay.
Did that happen?
Question, did that happen? Begs the question, what do you mean by happen? Because when you are dealing with fundamental realities and you pose a question, you have to understand that the reality of the concepts of your question, when you're digging that deep, are just as questionable as what you're questioning.
Yeah, I mean,
Question,
it
did
just
that
makes perfect
happen?
sense. That's the same answer you get when you
Begs the
ask,
question,
"Where's the
what
yield
do you
come
mean-
from?" You know, you get that kind of answer right there. Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. It reminds me of Slick Willie when he says, "Depends on what your meaning of the word is." I tried to find a good clip for that, but the audio is so bad. Like, what were they doing in the 90s? Yeah, what are your thoughts on that, Nick? Solana devs, hey, it's a lot going on here. It's, nodes and transaction and validators and consensus.
So there's a tweet thread that I found that goes into detail about part of why this is happening. And Solana actually changed a significant portion of their back end and how they basically transact over the internet. Not with their blocks and stuff, but they basically did, Solana doesn't have a mempool. So like your transactions are just going straight to the blockchain. And if they don't make it, tough.
Yeah.
So they kind of pooped their pants over the past week.
It's
or
almost
so
like Solana's been trashed this entire time, and it was propped up because the community just wanted cheaper transactions.
When it's not used that often, like that's every chain. I wouldn't even say when it's not used that often. When it's not congested, it is a good experience. I will say that.
it is.
Phantom Wallet's a good wallet. Trading, it's fast. It's I've been minting on there for years. I don't know the last time I minted an NFT on Solana.
But
over a year maybe,
consistently had issues over the years. Consistently.
Yes.
Like they've had
the
more
chain
issues than
cuts
any
off.
chain. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like weekly.
More than any chain. Okay.
Yeah.
There's people well, my chain's
more
worse.
than any chain that hasn't just collapsed entirely. We'll say that much.
More than Pulse?
People are like, I like
we're
this
talking about
channel,
chains people actually use.
except for all the Richard Hart hate.
Yeah.
Someone actually said that, and I was thinking about that person. There's a lot of Richard Hart hate. I think a lot of it comes from hex holders that are down. He kind of shifted his support for Pulse. I think people rightfully can be upset about that. If I were to say something positive about the guy, Richard Hart told everybody to stop chasing yield like Ethena. He said, do not play on a railroad track to pick up pennies when you're playing with your dollars. And so what's going to happen? You're going to get ran over and you're going to lose everything. And so he's saved a lot of people a lot of money. Decker can thank Richard Hart for his bags.
No, I'm going to splash cold water on
Impossible.
that one, though. I treat it like Craig Wright with, Satoshi, or not Satoshi VM, but what was his?
Yeah.
Bitcoin.
BSV.
Yeah, thank you. BSV. I don't know why I totally just spaced out on
Satoshi's
it.
vision.
Yeah, Satoshi. Yeah. No, I just treat it like that. But no, I welcome anybody that's here. And of course, like you said, there's upsides. I guess you can really dig for.
Well, speaking of upsides, there's more upsides in meme coins than anything, everybody. The market cap of meme coins hitting $56 billion in Q1 as demand soared to the highest level since 2021, according to Into the Block. Lucas Atumuro says that aggregate value of memes asset has tripled in Q1 of 2024 to 56 billion. I'm guessing compared to Q4 2023. Demand for meme coins hit the highest since 2021 this quarter, despite interest rates remaining so high, no stimmy checks being sent out. That reminds me of the post that I did last week. Cardano does have a meme coin. This is moon math, everybody. Let's not pretend this is going to happen, but it's fun to think about. There's a number one meme coin on Cardano, less than a $100 million market cap. It is Snet coin. Meanwhile, Doge, $24 billion market cap. It's actually higher now. It's probably going to be closer to 27. Where are we at on Doge? Doge is now to top 10. Doge is $29 billion.
Wow.
So Doge has a $29 billion meme coin. Valuation there. And if we look, now you're looking at a 300x if we're to hit Doge's meme market cap there. Snake doing a great job. They reached out to Ivan on Tech. They reached out to Cryptos RS. They reached out to a whole bunch of other people. They gave us a case of drinks, not sponsored. They're not giving us anything, but just keep an eye out on that. They also have Snakebot. What do you guys think about that? Can some of these other meme coins, like a base meme coin, are any of these going to be able to flirt with Doge and Sheeb valuations? Or is this all moon math?
They got to break out of the zeitgeist. They need to get into they need to get plebes onboarded. I had dinner with a friend of mine this weekend, and he's a contractor. He builds airports.
Okay.
And he said, yeah, I bought Doge. That's as much as he knew about cryptocurrency because it was fun and it had a dog on the coin. So they need to break out and get those kind of people. Yeah. Once you see SNEC like sponsoring a, bowling team, that's when you're going somewhere.
Yeah, I remember when I moved out here to work a little over 3 years ago. It was kind of peak attention. It was like March of 2021. And I went to change over my insurance information on my vehicle. And then they're like, well, why are you moving states? And I said, I'm going to go work for a crypto company. There's 4 people in the office. And she looks, oh, yeah, he bought some Doge. And then someone was like, yeah, I'd bought Doge too. Half the office had bought Doge. Yep. They didn't hold any Cardano. They didn't hold any Solana. They didn't hold any Bitcoin or Ethereum, but they all had Doge.
Yeah, I will say, I think there's definitely projects that are about to. And we have to hit 350 likes. Okay, guys, make sure you smash the like button for this because I'm going to be dropping a video tonight only if we hit 350 likes. If not, I will only keep it to the Discord. But we need to hit 350 likes if you guys are interested, because I do believe airdrops on Runes Protocol are going to compete. Now, I think there's going to be 1 or 2 meme coins on Runes Protocol that are the first that are launched by whether it's Leonidas through Runestones or it's LFG with the airdrops we're about to receive. I don't buy meme coins, guys, but I will probably be airdrop them because I'm so into the Runes Protocol ecosystem. I do believe there is going to be multiple billion-dollar meme coins that come out of Runes Protocol.
All right, well, speaking of multiple billions, the IRS is coming after your billions, millions, thousands, and hundreds and dozens of dollars there. So big shout out to decrypted.tax. We have a link down below. You can get a free consultation with an expert. He likes fighting the IRS. Very, very bullish. We do have a quote from Josh. He's not this Josh. He's a 24-year-old meme coin trader. Meme coins are not stressful at all, according to Josh at age 24 years old. This guy looks like the guy from, this looks like Dick Witters,
looks like the guy from
Band of Brothers.
He looks like the grandpa on Up.
Okay, that too.
Yeah.
That too. Yeah, I like that. I like that. You brought up Leonidas. Runestone holders will receive 3 Rune meme coin airdrops named Dog Supply. Who knows when later this month? Mystery. Whenever we hit number 1 and later this year. Shout out to Leonidas. Man, I got really into this guy and followed his stuff, and I bought a crypto skull. And then crypto skulls just started to suck. And then I just quit listening to him. I was like, yeah, this guy Leonidas, man, he doesn't really know, where the industry's going. And then he started tweeting about Bitcoin ordinals. Wish I would have just dove.
Yeah, now he's like the biggest meme guy in all of crypto or all of Bitcoin.
Well,
it's crazy.
Yeah, he's host of the Ordinal Show. A lot of people, see, look at this, Ordfluencer, and now he's Rune Master.
Rune
a lot of people are like
$3,000 to $4,000 right now.
Yeah, Johnny has one. Yeah. Johnny got one airdrop to him.
Can we see a chart of that? Can you pull up a chart of that of those prices?
Yeah,
I'd love to see that.
Yeah, he's a lot of people are just giving up on ordinals though, and ordies and order swaps and runes. Runes kind of taking a lot of the attention right now. So there is a little bit of a difference. Some people like both. Some people like one more than the other. Just something to think about. Runestone just mined the largest Bitcoin block in history and inscribed the largest inscription ever. Again, I think they actually did this with Marathon, if I'm not mistaken. Wow. We were talking about that earlier. I'm pretty sure. I'd have to double check.
They are now 0.075 Bitcoin. So these things are worth now $5,300. Dude,
wow.
I should have bought them. It was just taking too long on the transaction, so I gave up. But I was literally looking at these at 0.03 Bitcoin with Johnny, damn it. Yeah, that makes me mad. That makes me
here we have a Runestone market update from Leonidas. This is breaking. This is 10 minutes ago. We are up 24 hours, 14%. Someone has a question. Should they cash out $5K and buy a Runestone?
No, look, this is the thing. We've been talking about, how long have we been talking about these projects before the Bitcoin halving?
Johnny, since the beginning.
Johnny, since he actually was the Big Bang for. I swear he was involved with the event there. But no, for the last few months, we've been saying up and towards the Bitcoin halving, what's going to happen mid-April, right? We're but the first few weeks of April is when it's going to be prime for all these Bitcoin layer 2s and stuff. So Runestones, they're now $5,300. That's not where I'm jumping in on. They're already at the top of their charts. They will probably and can keep going, but now we're in LFG. LFG, we're up 500%. We're getting airdrops there. You're coming into kind of the peak hype here. And I do think it's going to continue higher. I just can't comfortably be like, yeah, this is where you want to pick up now because they were already at such discounts literally last week.
What do you think these meme coins go for? So, he's tweeting out, you hold a runestone, you get these 3 meme coin airdrops. I mean, are these meme coins going to be dumped immediately? Is it going to be like a lot of launches where it goes down for 48 hours, 2 weeks, and then it starts to bounce? Or would this just be a slow bleed to zero?
So that's a great question. So what I would look at for anybody that's looking to get into these now is either the new airdrops. So like LFG, I still think is quite early. There still can be some airdrops that you can get involved with that, which is the video we're going to be dropping tonight. We need to hit 350 likes though. So make sure you smash the like button on this video, guys, because I will show you how to do that step by step. But dog and these meme coins, the difference is these are being launched by Leonidas, who's one of the biggest players in this game. So I don't expect these to rug or anything. I don't know which one will be the biggest gainer. I would imagine that there's dog right now. It's going to be which one out of the 3 of those has the most meme orientation to it. And that one will probably do the best. But I would have to say there will be an initial sell-off. I expect a sell-off, by the way, with the Bitcoin halving. I think that's a buy the rumor, sell the news event still. So there might be opportunity. That's when I would snipe. I want to wait until there's that 15, 20% pullback. That's when I snipe those entry points. And I'll keep you guys up to date, of course, on the show with that. But yeah, right now we're leading up to hype. As I think marketing is going to roll out over this week and next week towards the Bitcoin halving.
All right, and I'm gonna pull up the Bitcoin halving on the 3-day chart. I'm kind of interested to see what happened. 2021, we had COVID. COVID kind of threw off everything. I have it on the log chart good here. So what happened with this Bitcoin halving? This one doesn't have a black swan event accompanying it. And so this is the 3-day chart, just something to think about. It was certainly sell in the lead up there. It looks like the last, the 2 3-day candles before the halving in 2016 led to a little bit of a steep decline. But look at that red candle right there on 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. 3 weeks later, we saw a gargantuan red candle. That thing dropped from, wow, look at that. 30% in
30% drawback.
Yeah, 30% pullback right there, just really, really quickly. So just, we do have a halving imminently. We're 12 days away. 12 days away, folks. We're getting really, really close there. I did have one more thing I wanted to share on, LFG. LFG is on sale. Looks like that thing is, now it's pulled back 21%, Josh. We were looking earlier this morning, it had pulled back around 10%. Now it's starting to see a little bit of a decline. Are you a buyer at 8 cents for LFG? You said this is a Bitcoin ecosystem play, an airdrop play, and you're going to do a video maybe, or should we just say you got to watch tonight's video?
I need to pull up the DEX tools. Well, can't say that because they got to hit 350 likes to watch tonight's video. But let me go to LFG here. I'm going to pull it up on DEX tools. We're looking at that pullback here. Very small liquidity. Dude, this is a micro cap. So yes, I believe there's still plenty of upside to this project. That's why we weren't talking about it on stream just yet. But I think there's plenty of upside to. They're the first Runes protocol DEX. Between that and Swap, they've been kind of lead innovators in this industry. I could pull up the Twitter thread that Swap just also put out as well with the Runes protocol update. But these versions, I'm just bullish because I know the meme coin orientation that's going to fall into Bitcoin cycle. This is the first time Bitcoin will be made easy for retail, and it's going to be all around these meme coins and these NFTs. So this is one of those projects. If I pull up their Twitter, like I'm looking for marketing. Your crypto's only as good as the marketing around it, just like anything in life. If you have the best shoe in the world and nobody's wearing it, and Michael Jordan isn't wearing Jordans, he was wearing Jeremy's, right? Jeremy's would be popular today. They're not, right? It's because of the marketing behind it. LFG, look how clean this is, okay? Their hoodies, the orientation, they're marketing at these events. They've had multiple Twitter spaces. They know exactly what they're doing in this hype event, and I think the airdrops around their decks, I can only imagine, DZ, they're going to be meme coins. They want to get the community hype. They want to get them involved. They're now at 20,000 followers. I've been following them since 5K on this when we first talked about it. They're starting to explode. We have Mystic Runes are coming this week for LFG holders. In the coming weeks, LFG will be rolling out airdrops to the community, and we've taken snapshots of the top collections. I'm going to show you guys how to enter this here tonight. I am bullish. I think LFG is just getting started, and I am excited for Runes Protocol.
And you might want to do it at night. Ethan Smith is saying looked a little expensive, $127 for his bridge.
Yes.
So he bridged once he figured it out. So maybe something to mention in the video. Hey, it might be a little expensive. Do it early in the morning, late at
100%.
night. Don't do it like peak time, which would be 3 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah.
So that'd be like noon to, around 4 p.m. Pacific Coast time in America. it's pretty expensive out there. Checking in on the trade on Blofin, folks. I'm not going to do it right here, but I'm going to go ahead and set a stop loss a little bit below these wicks. These are 15-minute candles. If we look on the 5-minute right there, I like coming in a little bit below these wicks. If we end up coming back down, you know what? That's fine. We close this trade in profit. So pretty good trade right there. We got the breakout. So let us know if you're in any good trades. We keep giving out these. What do we get about 100 every Friday, right, on Blofin?
Yep.
So big shout out to Blofin. Well, folks, it is an eclipse day. I think some of you may be in the path already. Some of you are about to be in the path. We're gonna go. We're gonna go. You're not gonna stare directly at the sun?
No.
Okay.
I'm already wearing glasses because I stared at it too many times as a kid.
I have a messed up eyeball. I was talking to my fiance. She's like, "You better not look. You already got messed up eyes." I said, "Babe, I'm just gonna stare for like 10 seconds.
I just
it's
wanna
not that big a
stare.
deal." All
You
right.
get glue to it. You're like,
Just like put it through your hand. Like look like you're a kid scared of the movie. You're kind of looking. No, don't stare directly at
just
the sun,
use your
folks.
phone, do this, and turn it onto solar mode.
Is that a thing?
No,
I don't know.
but
if
that
that's
was a
thing.
good one.
I mean,
That was a
maybe.
good
I mean,
one.
who wants to? I mean, maybe the
There's gotta be an
iPhone
app.
is a good way of filming
How is there
it.
not an app? There's got to be an app for the solar eclipse app.
Oh yeah, scroll to this and move your shutter speed and yada yada yada.
I'm gonna put on my Apple headgear and turn on solar mode.
All right. Well, folks, we appreciate you sticking around this long. If you're new to the channel, make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you're following the channel. We bring you live content Monday through Friday. And not only that, we're bringing you videos 7 days a week. ATB will be live tonight. We're cutting down to 1 episode a week, but we have some changes coming, some pretty exciting things. Can't wait to share more about that. But, folks, hit that like button on the way out. Don't stare at the sun. We're going to go walk on it, though.